If you're new to animation and you've just started in on this and you're beginning with this assignment, or you've done previous assignments with me, and you're now getting to the point where you're ready to get into some character animation, you're probably brand new to the idea of thumbnailing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the process of showing you how to put together a thumbnail, or a series of thumbnails for an assignment. So I'm just going to zip through this fairly quickly, and I'll try to make the explanations as clear as possible. So what I'm going to do is I've made this template here of this page with all these sets of staircases on them, just by going into Photoshop and copying out the image of the staircase and duplicating it across, so that way I don't have to redraw the stairs for each one. The idea of thumbnailing is that what I'm doing, I'm starting off with just very, very basic poses of my character's body shape to block out where the character is. Now I'm not going to draw the tail in every single last one of them here, but just to get an idea of where this is in relation to the environment. On the first pose, I'm just going to sort of block it out here. So I'm keeping the drawings very, very simple like this. So what I want to do is I want to show each of the major key positions for my character. I may skip some here and there, such as anticipation or something like that. I'll try and put in as many as I can. But the idea is you just want to do a loose indication of what's going on in your character. They're posing for each of the positions of the action that are taking place here. So again, these are just very, very simple sketches like this, nothing elaborate. I'm not putting any details on them at all. I'm just indicating where the different parts of the body are and the basic shape of the character in each of the positions. So in this one here, I'm getting my character up onto the step with the foot trailing in behind on this one. And then in the next one, I'm going to be doing the passing pose, where you won't see too much on this one here because this foot that's in behind here is now going up and through on the body to the other side. I might draw through on the character like this to show that the foot is coming through on that side over there. And then the planting. Be a little bit of an overlapping action here, showing the foot trailing behind on the back foot. Notice I'm not really drawing hands in as well. I'm not worried about that right at this point. I can always go back and drop those in later on. Also, I want to indicate very simply, actions of the way things are hitting down or accenting on any given point. Again, these are very, very small drawings, just little tiny sketches about the size of my thumbnail, basically. That's why they call them thumbnails. A simple indication of reversal on the line of action on the body, indicate the character is looking over the edge here, looking down, and perhaps shrinking back in fear. Indicating some amount of field there. just indicating that the arms are up like this. Indicating that there's a stretch taking place here. Squish on this part here. Indicating that there's a stretch with the body hanging up and the arms coming up on the impact with the foot there. And moving into the next one. I'm not worried about proportions or anything like that. The character can change and switch volumes as much as I like, because I'm just blocking out the action that's taking place here. Not really worried about, whether it's the right size or anything like that. Stretch and squash. Higher points on the arms. So again, nothing elaborate, just blocking things out. So all totaled here, I've got 12 on this page here. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 at the end of this action. So now I can always go back in and drop in some extra key poses just to block out any passing poses. But I think this pretty much describes the action that I want to have take place. And I've got a pretty good understanding of where I want things to go. So now if I really wanted to, if I wanted to know that I was going to drop in a drawing in between each one for breakdowns and whatnot, I could have skipped every other one and just left this one blank and filled it in later on if I wanted to. But I can still go back and do that cut and paste and get it to work the way I want. So now I've got a basic understanding of exactly where it is that I'm going with all my poses. And now I can begin my key animation.